Howdy folks, Jesse Allen here coming at you from Galesburg, Illinois, USA. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about MIDI, which stands for Musical Instrument Digital Interface. And I am working in Propellerhead's Reason version 7.0, and I'm going to create a MIDI instrument and MIDI track for you. And do that by go up here to create. I'll go down to instruments, and I played around with this Kong drum designer a little bit, so I'm going to pick that. And as you see, it's kind of like a drum machine. You got all these different pads here with different drum samples. And right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and change the name of the track. That's a habit you want to get into. I'll just call this drums, so that makes sense. And I want to set a metronome click and a pre-click so I'll know when to start. Make sure I've got my record enabled. Another thing I need to do is I don't have a MIDI controller, so I'm going to use the on-screen piano keys. There we are. So now I'm ready to record. Here we go. And that's pretty much all I wanted to do, is just a quick couple measures. Now I'm going to take the clicks off. Now let's hear this. Don't sound too bad, but it sounds like it might be just off rhythm just a little bit. So I'm going to go into edit mode, and you can do that up here, enter edit mode, but the best, most efficient way would just be to double click on it. I'm also going to zoom in so we can see a little better. And like I said, as you can see, it's off, the rhythm's off a little bit. But what you can do with MIDI data is something called quantizing. So I will bring up my tool window, and there's the quantize section, and there's the value it'll quantize to and the amount or the strength that it'll go to. There ain't really any 16th notes in this, so I'm going to go to 8th notes. And if I select all the notes now and quantize it at the 100% strength, you'll see it goes directly to the nearest 8th note. However, I'll undo that because some people might want to put it at a lower percentage, like say 25%, and that way they can go ahead and apply it, and that way it won't sound maybe as robotic. If it's exactly on the beat, it might tend to sound a little robotic. So go ahead and give that a listen. That ain't bad, but I think I'm going to go ahead and hit it just a couple more times. Hear how that sounds. Now this should be fine. Okay, that's good. And another thing that I can do is, because I use the keys on my computer keyboard, all the note velocity, or how hard each note is hit, is exactly the same. So here we have a note velocity section. I got it set at random, and I'll go ahead and set it up to, let's say, 10%. And when I hit apply, you'll see that some of the values changed a little bit in the note velocity, and that'll help give it a little bit more natural sound, I think. Okay, that sounds good. So now I'm going to exit edit mode rather, and I'm going to create another lane, which is basically like kind of another track within the track. I'm going to use this to record some symbols. Once again, click, pre-click, and I will hit record. And once again, I'm going to go into edit mode. Go ahead and quantize these. Give that a listen. And now apply a little random velocity. And that sounds good. I'll go ahead and exit edit mode. And now what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and take these lanes, they're note lanes, and I'm going to merge them onto one track. And I'll take off the clicks. Give it a listen again. So there you have it. It's a really basic, simple drum beat. And, could also go ahead and copy and paste to make it longer. Or I could use the key shortcuts, which is Command C to copy and Command V to paste. And basically there you have it. A nice simple little drum beat created in MIDI. Like I said before, first thing that you got to do is go up and create your instrument, and then you will always want to set your metronome click and a pre-click so you can somewhat stay on time. And then, once you've got your stuff recorded, you can go in and quantize your notes and get things, tighten up the rhythm, and can randomize the note velocities a little bit and help things sound a little bit more natural. So, and that's my little MIDI lesson. Thank you very much.